Young Sam. I'm so old. Gay boner. Toe chain.
You are not just. You are not the phenomenon. You told me reading any technique that works. Never limit myself to one style.
Now I am, for correcting's sake, I am your hot dad.
I'm a starving poor black child full of divorce or something. And anyway, yeah. I don't know, it's just so fun when you meet like really interesting, just fun, outgoing people. Meanwhile, me and the boys are gonna be here talking about hot chicks.
ゴーイは全くダメですよ。僕はまあ14年前来年。
Fucking stupid ass internet being all lame and shit, trying to fuck with my Kool-Aid. Nobody fucks with Papa Tico's Kool-Aid, god damn it. Coming in here talking all that shit, being like, hey, I don't like Kool-Aid, and I'm like, don't you be macking on my Kool-Aid, motherfucker. Yeah. What is it? I wanted to just start this thing out with the lyrics. For the where the hell's the lyrics for this goddamn song? Goddamn you, Scuba Steve. Ugh. Don't be fucking Papa Tico's internet motherfuckers. Yeah, how dare they? Oh god. だんだん心惹かれてくその眩しい笑顔に果てない闇から飛び出そう Hold my hand 君と出会った時子供の頃大切に思ってた場所を思い出したんだ僕と踊ってくれないか光と影のワインディングロード今でもあいつに夢中なの少しだけ振り向きたくなるような時もあるけど愛と勇気と誇り持って戦うよだんだん心惹かれてくこのなんだっけこの空の希望のかけらきっと誰もが永遠を手に入れたい全然気にしないふりしてもほら君に恋してる果てない闇から飛び出そう Hold your hand You know, when the guitar solo hits is when Goku goes through Piccolo for the first time. Oh, it's so good. Ah, it's so good. Oh, I can taste it. Taste the bubbles. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Papa Tico live stream. God, I don't. Did we do I think we did a live stream last week. From what I recall, we did a live stream last week. I don't know if we did one on Friday or Sunday. I was very sick these last 2 days, guys. Violently ill. Not even smooth black jazz could save me. I was so sick. And J-Man, cue the black jazz. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's some good black jazz going on right there. Yeah, if I ever said good black jazz, this is one of them. But yeah, anyway, that's the thing. But anyway, hi guys. Yeah, so I was really violently sick the last 2 days. I'm finally recovering. God, you know, when people say all you really need to do is just sleep, I fucking agree. You gotta just sleep and rest it up, man. Like, oh God, yesterday I was in so much pain. And anyway, but I will talk more about being sick later. Today, but more importantly today is that I didn't think I was going to do a video on this because I feel like everybody, I don't know, it makes me like angry when people die and then fucking YouTubers come out and they just start grifting, you know, and they're just like blah 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 blah. But I don't know, I feel like Akira Toriyama is like, it's different because he is a guy who affected so many people's lives, and what better time to talk about how he affected your life personally than when he died, you know? And so, you know, because I forgot who said it. I think it was like a Banksy quote or something, but it's like, you know, it's said that in life men die, or like people die twice. Once when their physical body dies, and the second time they die when somebody says their name for the last time. And you know, you know, like, I never really talk about how fucking much Dragon Ball Z meant to me, and how much Akira Toriyama affected me personally. And I don't mean to make this about me, but I feel like by sharing our experiences, it helps the people close to us figure out where we're coming from and like who affected our lives. Because as much as we want to say, you know, what is it, like, as much as we want to, like, what do you call it? As much as we don't want to admit that pop culture affects our personality and our morals and our character, the fact of the matter is it does, you know? Like, I am the person I am because not just of the people I interacted with in my life up until now, but the TV shows, the cartoons that I watched as well. And so, you know, I think that, like, I feel, it feels weird because I didn't make a live stream when Akira, or when Miura Sensei, the guy who made Berserk, died, and I loved that anime. I loved that manga, and I just felt it was so niche maybe at the time that I didn't want to do it. But okay, the fact of the matter is that, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do like a 1 to 2 hour live stream today. If any of you guys super chat, that's fine, but I'm gonna apply that to another live stream time as extension time. You know, some people would be like, I'm not gonna accept super chats or like donations. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. All these news companies are making money off of him dying. BBC, MSN, or whatever. Like, they're like, Akira Toriyama has died. By the way, buy milk, you know? So, they've got no fucking, you know, they've got no spine when it comes to this shit. And, you know, so I'm not gonna be too butthurt about getting donations or whatever. But I'm just saying that, I'm gonna keep the stream going as long as I want to keep it going today versus extending it like I normally do. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so today we're going to just talk about Akira Toriyama. We're going to talk about the stuff that he made, how it affected me, how it affected you guys, and just like learn more about the guy that he was. And, yeah, you know, I've done videos in the past about people who affected me that died, especially for my rants, like Gaijin Ass, he was a blogger here for a while. I did a video on No Joke Howard, who was another Asia vlogger who died. You know, like, I've done videos on people that died before, but J-Man, why are you playing Christmas music? Because it's not the same as the... I know. I gotta go to my... Where's my playlist? I forgot I have a playlist full of smooth black jazz. I don't want no Christmas shit, dude. I get to wear the Christmas hat when I want, but today today I've taken off the hat in honor of Toriyama Sensei. That's what we're doing. So, anyway, let me check in with the chat. I'm sorry I've neglected you guys. You are ashamed and you feel neglected. I know. Michael Shelby, so you're back, eh? Yeah, I am back. Sorry, guys. My internet kept dipping in and out, and then I realized, oh shit, I have a fucking LAN cable here. And I'm like, why didn't I plug in the LAN cable? And so I plugged in the LAN cable here, and now it's got the internet going faster again. So there we go. Yep. What's up, Demi? What's up, Deep? Hey, Triple. What's up, Baby Cash, baby? What it does? Let's see. Yo, what's up, Mirage? How you doing, bro? Don't be fucking. Whoa, what's up, Wire? Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing, bro? Where is the green screen? You mean this? Stay with me. Yep. Is this a Digimon song from earlier? Sure. No, that was that song I sang at the beginning was a Dragon Ball GT song, and even though Dragon Ball GT had nothing to do with Akira Toriyama, that was the last official send-off as far as a lot of hardcore fans are concerned. So that's why I sang that song. Yo, what's up, thick, hot, sexy dad, Scott Malin? Hey, mods, can you give Scott a shout-out? I don't know if I have a command for him yet. Or maybe Thai Dad. I don't know. Yeah, American. Oh, wait, I do have it. Never mind. Yeah, American in Bangkok. There we go. Guys, if you want to watch anybody who is in Thailand, who streams or uploads videos all the time, that's Scott Malin, American in Bangkok. And I've been watching him for like a long time now, and he's pretty good. And, yep, so there we go. Yeah, go follow him. So what's up, Demi? Who would be Sam without Aqua Teen? Yeah, dude, I would not be me without Aqua Teen and a bunch of stuff. My parents didn't raise me. My morals are from Al Bundy, and that's why I'm a success. That's right, Romu. You are the cable guy. That's right. Cable guy. Yeah, that's right. I am a bro. Well, no, I'm not saying I'm strictly cable guy where I grew up with TV. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, TV affected my life just as much as real people in real life kind of thing, you know? Yeah, what is it? No, I'm the broadcast TV guy. You grew up poor. Yeah, that's right. Glad to see you're okay. Yeah, thanks, Scott. Dude, like, I don't know if you can tell. My face is all super puffy still. I don't know if you guys can see it. Is it still there? It's not still there, huh? Oh, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, shit. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'll get into how sick I was later on in the stream. But, yeah, for the last 2 days, I got horrible food poisoning or something. And I was vomiting so hardcore that my face is all puffy. Because I puked so hard that I didn't even know that if you puke hard enough, your muscle, like the blood in your face will burst or something. So my face is all puffy right now because I was puking so hard that, like, my face is sore. It's sore. Like, I got so bad. I got, like, a stomach bug or food poisoning or something, and I puked so bad. And it was, like, over 9 times. And so, yeah, I got to, like, ice down my face more. But, yeah. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, I'm doing better, dude. Just rest, lemon water, and luckily one of you sexy guys who came to visit me brought me apple cinnamon Cheerios. My favorite. If you guys come to Japan and you're coming from America-style place, please, for the love of God, just bring me cereal, man. The Honey Nut Cheerios, apple cinnamon Cheerios. Bring those first, and then you can bring me Fruity Pebbles and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are my favorite. But yeah, thank you. Thankfully, somebody brought me some Cheerios, and I had some Ritz crackers here too, and I just ate that with some lemon water, and yeah, that was good. Toriyama-san also did the art for Chrono Trigger. Yep, puffy face. Yeah, your hair reminds me of the dog bounty hunter. Cool. Maybe that was Sushi. You said that was mid. Yep. Anyway, guys, yeah, so Akira Toriyama, let's get into it. So, yeah, Scott, in case you don't know, I mean, you saw the fucking title, you saw the thumbnail, but a manga artist, a Japanese comic book artist turned animator, turned big producer. He fucking he died recently, and this is a video remembering him. Kame. Ha! Thank you, Mr. No Name. Yeah, that's 10 minutes extended for the next stream. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Hype in the chat for No Name. Please spam the Papa Ticos. There we go. Like we said, if those BBC assholes can monetize people dying, then why can't we get a taste? You know, you can't be like, you know, just because you're an amateur content creator doesn't mean that you can't do both. But yeah, so any news within Japan on how he got the hematoma? No, so he said that he got the acute, what do you call it? So I didn't see this from Japan side, because from what it said on the Japan side is that he died from his head, like there was an injury in his head. And then when I copied the kanji, like copy pasted the kanji into Google, it said that you usually get that injury from when you fall down, like somebody hit your head against something and then your head kind of swells up and you die. But when I looked at the BBC news report, it said that he died of a blood clot in his fucking head. And I was like, wait, like when somebody has a blood clot and then they fall down, that's how fucking Bob Saget died, you know? He got something in his head and then he fucking hit the table or whatever at his hotel and he fucking died. And yeah, I'm not going to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but yeah, it was totally the vaccine. It's totally the vaccine. The vaccine's been killing everybody, man. They killed Lance Hendrick. They killed fucking Bob Saget. You know, it's just, it's killing everybody early, man. And it's fucked up, dude. I'm so happy I didn't take that shit. Fucking A, man. Like, I mean, I might die of, like, diabetes, heart disease, whatever, but that's fucked up, man. But yeah, anyway, they said that he died from, dude, No Name, you are fucking bad. No Name, I mentioned you in my most recent rant because I was talking about Kyoto, so you should go check out that rant. But anyway, guys, hype in the chat for Mr. No Name. Giant titanium New York balls. Obviously, the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan here. Thank you, buddy. Hell yeah. And actually, that reminds me, I should put the link for my, I should put the link for the rant today. Today's rant. Here we go. Yeah, because I know I'm going to get shit by the two people that don't like me on the internet for, you know, allowing donations during this. But fuck them. Whatever. They're a bunch of jealous little bitches. If fucking MSNBC can do it, so can I. But yeah, I gotta admit, Team 4-Star did it better. Yeah, so, yeah, usually from falling, if you fall and hit your head, the bleed can occur subsequently a clot. Just wonder how the trauma occurred. Yeah, so, like, I have a student whose dad went to the hospital because, like, a week or two after he got the vaccine, he was walking down the stairs at his company, and he just, like, had, like, a mini stroke where he's like, eh, and he fell down the stairs, and it was like, boom, 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 and then he fucked up so bad that he had to go to the hospital. And, you know, and he was telling me, like, because we were doing, like, a parent-teacher conference thing, and he's like, I should have never gotten that fucking vax. And I was like, I was like, did you tell your wife and kids that? He's like, nah, dude, they got it too. And I was like, oh, shit, man. And he's like, thank God I got life insurance. I'm like, dude, you gotta be more proactive, man. Like, I was like, you shouldn't talk like that in front of your kids, you know? But anyway, that was just, yeah, like, even he knew what was up. One of my long-time viewers here. Anyway, I don't want to make this an anti-vax stream. I mean, the whole point is just, like, I feel like Akira Toriyama had a big life ahead of him. If you look at interviews from, like, a couple years ago, like, he looked healthy. He looked fine, you know? And so, yeah, that's just, it's fucked up, you know? Improperly cooking or heating food. Yeah, usually from falling. Yeah, gotta admit, team, kind of regret selling Dragon Ball Animation Cell ahead of years ago. Do you have insurance? I have Japanese national insurance. He's 69, not that old. Yeah, exactly, man. He didn't, you know, that's, he, you know, what is it? Like, he wasn't that old, man, right? And so, yeah, you know, but anyway, yeah, so that's, we're going to talk about the stuff that he made. So, Akira, well, we're going to learn a little bit about him first, and then we're going to talk about our memories with him, okay? And god damn it, I had to reset my fucking browser so all my shit that I had prepared is it's not here right now. I gotta relook it up. Oh yeah, and this is the Year of the Dragon. I mean, to be fair, if you made a excuse me, if you made a famous series called fucking Dragon Ball, and then you die in the Year of the Dragon, that's pretty good, right? I mean, like, that's you couldn't have wanted it any other way, right? But I would have liked it if he had hit, you know, if it was the Year of the Dragon, like the 10-year cycle from now, you know? But, and I didn't know that he lived in Aichi Prefecture, which is, like, such a shitty prefecture. I never want to live there. And he lived there, so I was like, wow. So, let me just bring up his Wikipedia. So his name was Akira Toriyama. He was born on April 5th, 1955. 1955, holy shit. And he died March 1st. So he died on the 1st of March, but his family and company didn't release that he died until about a week later. And to be fair, with a lot of famous people in Japan, they don't do that. And even MF Doom and stuff, you know, they didn't say he died until 2 months later. That's when they invented the flux capacitor. That's right. So he's a famous manga artist and character designer. His first achieved mainstream recognition for creating the popular manga series Dr. Slump. I've never heard of that. That's the one with the little girl in it. Okay. Dr. Slump. How long was that series? There's 18 volumes of that. Oh, shit. Okay, and Dr. Slump is, it's a Japanese manga series. It was serialized, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the series follows the humorous adventures of a little girl robot named Ariel Norimaki. Her creator Senbei Norimaki, and the other residents of the bizarre penguin village. Okay, and it was adapted into a TV show. Wow, it had it ran from 1981 to 1986 for 243 episodes. Holy shit. So he had a whole other series before Dragon Ball even became famous. Wow. Holy fuck. God damn, it's full of puns and toilet humor. Okay. Wow, that's cool. 243 animated episodes. Wow, okay. That's nuts. Okay. What else does it got here? The same thing happened to the basis of X Japan last year. I didn't know about it until this year. Fuck, dude. The last gift of Toriyama was Dragon Quest 12, although posthumous. That's because of the designs and sketches. Oh, really? Yeah. Toilet humor's my kind of humor. Mine too. He was also the character designer on several popular video game series such as Dragon Quest. I played Dragon Quest 5. I haven't played the other ones yet. But also Chrono Trigger. I never played that. I mean, I played it for a little bit, but I never beat it. And Blue Dragon, which I know, but I never beat it. And Toriyama came to be regarded as the most important author, as one of the most important authors in the history of manga. And his works are highly influential and popular, particularly Dragon Ball, which many manga artists cite as a source of inspiration. So this guy, you know, people could say, like, whatever, he's just a fucking comic artist. Liberals. But, communism, meh. But, you know, like, the reason why this is such a big deal is that, like, for maybe older generations, they had, like, Picasso, or like Andy Warhol, or like some like famous artists, you know. But for us younger, non-cultured people, we had like cartoons and comic books growing up. And Akira Toriyama, he made Dragon Ball, you know. He made Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and that was marketed around the world, you know. And it was always so funny how long it took for Dragon Ball Z to kind of come into, you know, like come into its own. Like, I remember when they had Dragon Ball sometimes on Fox? They would like broadcast it like once every like 2 months or something. And then finally they started broadcasting Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and then finally after like the first couple, like 2 sagas, they finally started broadcasting Dragon Ball. I remember I recorded all of those. Sorry guys, my nose hairs are itchy today. I remember I recorded almost all of the Dragon Ball Z episodes. In fact, the only episode I missed recording, I remember this specifically because I was going over to a friend's house, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to record it at his house, and then his VCR, he's like, my VCR's broken, I can't do it. I'm like, no. And it was the episode where Trunks fights Cell, and he's trying to get Vegeta to not let him evolve into Perfect Cell, and I missed that. That was the one episode in the Cell Saga I didn't record, but I remember my mom would buy me these 8-hour blank video VHS tapes, and I would record each fucking episode every day, and I would even, like, I would skip the commercials. That's how anal I was. I was like, nope, no commercials. I want the whole thing, and I recorded the whole Cell Saga. I didn't record but that, like, you know, after the Frieza Saga and the Raditz Saga, and the, I didn't, and the Vegeta, fucking Nappa Saga, I didn't record, though. But yeah, I remember just being super hyped on that. Yo, Papa Tico, yo, bro, Toriyama says it was a real fan. Yeah, respect Nux. I miss the 90s. Waking up at 6 a.m. Saturday morning cartoons to watch Fox, recording as well. Yeah, show of hands for anybody who made their own bootleg copies of anime. Dude, I loved it, man. Yeah, I used to buy VHS copy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember I never did it, but I remember one of the kids at school, he would bring recorded tapes, and he would make copies of it. I never did it, though, because I didn't have the dual VCRs. If you had the dual VCR, it was easy. You just played it, and then you had the other tape record it, and my mom wouldn't buy it for me. And I was like, dude, that was such a good way to make some cash. Fuck. I remember when Toonami started airing Dragon Ball Z was in the middle when I was in middle school. I later learned that it started off as Ocean dub, then switched to Funimation dub midway through the Saiyan Saga. Yeah, I would have if I could have. VHS Swap Club, it doesn't sound right. Yeah, use 2 VCRs to rent anime local club. Yeah, Dragon Quest 8 is amazing, must play game. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I want to play some more Dragon Quest games, but they're just such a time sap, you know? But yeah, guys, so, we'll get more into my memories here for a second. Let's learn more about Akira Toriyama, his early life. So he was born in Kiyosu, Aichi Prefecture. Where is Kiyosu? I went to Aichi a long time ago, to visit a friend, and I think it was mostly Nagoya, though. Let's see where Kiyosu is. Oh, wow, dude. I'm looking at the map right now. It's a tiny little town. It's only got 20,000 people in it. Oh, shit. Wow, that's super countryside, dude. Holy shit. So this guy came from the super... Like, it's on the northwest side of Aichi. And I didn't even know Aichi was that big, man. Like, Aichi's basically famous for Toyota. Like, Toyota and I think another car company live there, or, like, are based there. And they have a shit ton of Brazilians. They have, like, a shit ton of Brazilians and, descendants of Japanese people. And they have their own community there. That's why it's super hard to get permanent residency in Aichi, because there's so many goddamn Brazilians there. But yeah, there's like that's all I know about Aichi. They have miso katsu, which is like miso paste on katsudon, and they have a lot of Brazilians, and they got Toyota. That's about it. Chain. Yeah, that's right. Dad, why would you start without me? That's right, dude. I used to buy VHS. Well, remember the VHS tapes for DBZ were like $29.99, and they were like the uncut ones. Like, only our rich, spoiled friends were the ones who got to buy that, and they didn't even give a shit, dude. They didn't even care. They just bought it because their parents, would buy it for them. Those sons of bitches. Ghibli Theme Park of the World Expo 2005 was there. Oh, shit. Saw that a few times as a kid randomly. Okay, so let's learn more. He had a younger sister. Or did she die or what? Toriyama drew pictures since a young age, mainly of animals and vehicles that he was fond of. He related being blown away after seeing 101 Dalmatians. Really? He said that he was drawn deeper into the world of illustration by hoping to draw pictures that, or hoping to draw pictures that were good. He was shocked again in elementary school when he saw the manga collection of a classmate's older brother, and again when he saw a television set for the first time at a neighbor's house. He cited Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy as the original source of his interest in manga. Toriyama recalled that when he was in elementary school, all of his classmates drew imitating anime and manga as a result of not having many forms of entertainment. Okay, there we go. Sir Chubbs, you sexy man, you. Thank you, buddy. Adding that time to the next stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Spam the Papatikyo emojis for Mr. Sir Chubbs being so sexy. When I was a kid back in 89, 90, they used to show Dragon Quest. Wait, they showed Dragon Quest? Is that a typo? Dragon Quest or Dragon Ball? That's the first time I saw anything on Toriyama. I don't think they ever showed Dragon Quest in America, did they? Did they? The only time, I didn't even know there was a Dragon Quest anime until I got a Netflix account. And I think it was only a couple years ago that they put it on Netflix, dude. That's crazy. Wait, you saw... Wait, Sir Chubbs, you're American, right? They had Dragon Quest on TV? Like, the Dragon Quest anime is pretty good. I've only seen, like, maybe 10 episodes of it, but... Dude, look at this guy with his giant New York balls. Yeah, dude, no, that's... The Dragon Quest anime is good. I just felt guilty because I hadn't played the game yet, but the Dragon Quest anime it's like, what do you call it? It's like, I think it's the story from number 3 or number 1. I can't remember, but each Dragon Quest story is different. It's like Final Fantasy. Each one is different. It's not like a chronological thing. And the story for the anime is really good. Did they ever make an anime for number 5? They made a movie recently. But yeah, that was Dragon Quest Yusha Abaru Densetsu Dragon Warrior American intro. Really? Holy shit, dude. Okay, and dude, Sir Chubbs, you sexy man. 10th super chat ever. You sexy, sexy guy. You guys spam the Papatikyos if you're a member. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Sir Chubbs. You're too sexual. Too sexual and pure. The 90s rock and the Dragon Ball, the Dragon to the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon. Rock the Dragon Ball Z. Okay, let's get back into this, and when the thing pops up, we'll say hi again. Thank you, Sir Chubbs. You're amazing. Guys, I'm going to add a little bit of my own hype to the chat here. I'm going to add a little bit of my own hype here to this. You know, it's funny, because I would donate this money or something to Akira Toriyama, but that guy's a fucking super multi-millionaire. I'm pretty sure his family's getting enough cash. I'm the one who loves Dragon Ball. I need to get the cash. Okay, so what is it? He believed that he began to advance above everyone else when he started drawing pictures of his friends. Okay. Despite being engrossed in the manga in elementary school, Toriyama said he took a break from it in middle school, probably because he became more interested in films and TV shows. When asked if he had any formative experiences with tokusatsu entertainment... Look at this guy with his giant New York balls. Beautiful, better pizza, better ingredients. Sir Chubbs, a true Akira Toriyama fan. Mwah. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, it was called Dragon Warrior. In America, it was called Dragon Warrior, not Dragon Quest. I forgot about that, because I never played Dragon Quest in America. I played Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X, and that was it. Thank you, Sir Chubbs. Two pure God among men, giant titanium balls. Anyway, yeah, Toriyama said that he enjoyed Ultraman and the Gamera series. Okay, so he said he took a break from reading manga in middle school. I started reading manga, I think, around probably high school. I didn't really get into it until in middle school, just because manga back home in America is like $10 per book. It's really stupid expensive. Luckily, sometimes at the library, they would have manga there, but it was always like hand-me-downs from people. and it was always just random stuff. Like, half of it was yaoi. But I mean, to be fair, it was good yaoi, you know. It was pretty decent. Thanks, I'll check out the rant. Also, there used to be a condensed Frieza saga on YouTube, but I can't find it. If you find it, please let me know. Boris, look up Team 4-Star. Team 4-Star, they did the whole series. It's a fan dub that's really fucking funny. And it's from the first part of Dragon Ball Z all the way till the end of the Cell Saga. You should check it out. If you haven't checked it out, I'm so jealous of you getting to see that for the first time. I'm adding another $10 to that. Thank you fucking No Name. Hell yeah, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you. Dad, Gabe, son. It used to come on at 6 a.m. on Saturday, right? Dragon Ball Z used to come on way too early, man. It's like they purposely didn't want us to see it, those bastards. Hey, let's get back to this. It says, Toriyama said it was a no-brainer that he would attend high school focused on creative design, but it...
Also, there used to be a condensed Frieza saga.
Look at this.
But I can't find it. If you find it, please let us know.
Yeah, like I said, No Name. Check out Team 4-Star. They have like 10 plus Dragon Ball Z movies. They've got over 60 episodes of the Dragon Ball Z saga dubbed. It's a very fucking funny fan script, and we'll get into that later in the stream for sure, dude. We want to cover the Akira Toriyama stuff first. So anyway, although he still did not read that much manga, he would draw one himself every once in a while. Despite his parents' strong opposition, Toriyama was confident about going into the workforce upon graduation instead of continuing his education. Okay. What is it? He worked at an advertising agency in Nagoya designing posters for 3 years. Although Toriyama said that he adapted the job quickly, he admitted that he was often late because he was not a morning person and often got reprimanded for dressing casually until he got sick of the environment and quit. Hell yeah, dude. He didn't give a fuck, dude. Fuck yeah, man. I used to imitate Toriyama's art style when I was young. As part of what got me good, I could get it back. Yeah, I'm out of practice, but I could get back into it. Yeah, dude. He's fucking awesome, man. Akira Toriyama drew all the monsters of Dragon Quest Saga. It's good news that they will be used. Yeah, right. It's good to know, man. Right? Yeah. What the hell else? TV series loosely based on the first 4 video games of Dragon Quest series. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, that's so cool. Metal King Slime, dude. Metal King Slime. Hell yeah, that's a good name. Sup, bitches? What's up, yo? Toriyama's net worth from 2023 was dollars? Holy shit. $50 million. God damn, dude. That's a lot of fucking cash. Holy fuck. Let's keep it going here. So it says, anyway, he joined an advertising agency, and he's just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work for me. I'm done. And then he was just like, yep, fuck it. And he left. And, I don't know, man. That's funny that, like, it's like he kind of did his own, like, I don't know. Like, manga, I think, even as a Japanese kid, though, buying manga is probably cheaper than buying manga as an American kid, right? I mean, like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to move over here, right? Is just because it's like, you know, if I learn Japanese quickly, and then I could be like, okay, you know, what is it? Like, if I learn Japanese quickly, then I could come over here and I could read the manga before it comes out in America. Well, I mean, now they kind of do dual releases now for video games and anime, but I don't know, it's still fucking badass. Yeah, dude. You used to correspond with me when we first moved to Japan late 2000s. I've been gone 14 years, moving back to Japan next year. Hell yeah, dude. You think ALS is going to replace anime art? Oh, AIs? Nah. I mean, it might help make anime production better, but I don't know. I've watched anime since 1997. I watched it before. I didn't even know there's different from American cartoons. Well, the funny thing is that a lot of stuff that was like we like to watch as kids in America was animated in Japan. Like the stories and ideas were American, but they sent it over to Japan to animate it. So like for example, the Ghostbusters cartoon that was animated in Japan. You know, if you fucking like what is it? It's like if you watch the Galaxy Rangers, that was also animated in Japan. So like it makes sense that like dudes my age like anime because we grew up watching Power Rangers and TV shows that were actually animated in fucking English or like in like you know they were animated by Japanese studios. So like and we watched like fucking martial arts and stuff. So it makes sense why people my age would like that stuff because we grew up having that be the cool thing, you know, Karate Kid, Jackie Chan, fucking ninjas, Power Rangers, cartoons that were animated in Japan we didn't even fucking know. And I mean, come on, dude. Like, I love Ed, and Eddie, but it doesn't compare to the animation in fucking Dragon Ball Z or something, you know? Like, anime is on a completely different scale, you know? So, anyway, here, let me bring it up again here for the wiki page. But I didn't actually start reading manga until my early mid-20s. Started buying it. Yeah, dude, manga. I mean, fuck. I have a whole shelf over here just full of manga right now, and it's badass. But I didn't actually start reading manga until my early mid-20s. I went back and started buying and reading manga. What is it? Reading OG Dragon Ball Kid Goku legit would laugh out loud. Did you talk to DeBito recently? Yeah, I did. He's doing pretty good. I used to sit and look at order forms from all the DNA VHS wishing that I had yeah, right? Oh, man. Like, all of our friends would go to Suncoast Video. I remember I had one friend whose dad was a psychologist and his mom was a lawyer. And, dude, she fucking bought him the whole Dragon Ball Z series when they were, like, $30 a pop. And, like, he didn't even give a shit. He's like, yeah, whatever, you know, I don't care. And I'm like, you fucking ungrateful piece of shit. I love that series. Fuck you. I got his t-shirt. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was big into Transformers as a geek. Yeah, Transformers was also animated in America, too. I used the OG SpongeBob and Simpsons was animated. Dude, Nippon Michael, you badass motherfucker. That's the third super chat that you've ever done. Thank you, buddy. Hell yeah, dude. Guys, spam the Papaticos if you got them. I remember paying $16 for each Ranma 1.5 volume. Been a fan since Tokyo Kuni Iwate Swan. Turtles first season animated. Oh, yeah, the Turtles first season was also animated in Japan, too. Here, I'm adding another $5 to the timer. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Nippon Michael. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, man, that's fucking badass. Okay, oh, here we go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy with his giant New York balls. Thank you so much. Mwah. Yeah, you stay black too, son. Stay black, Bert. Now, I remember there was a video store that had all the copies of Ranma that you could rent, but it was super expensive. And so, like again, if you were upper middle class or something, you could go there to rent stuff. But, you know, all I had was, like, Hollywood Video and, like, Blockbuster on, like, Tuesdays or something, where stuff, like, VHS would be cheap on that day. So, Fucking Galaxy Rangers. Yeah, that show was the shit. Dude, that show's intro is the most badass fucking thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And I've seen a lot of badass shit. Look at this guy. This guy, giant New York balls. Thank you, Nippon Michael. Mwah. True Akira Toriyama fan. Thank you so much, dude. I had like 3 old DBZ tapes. I had the Dragon Ball Z movies when they came out because you could buy them for cheap at Target. And so I had Lord Slug, I had the Cooler, I had the first Broly movie. But yeah, I gave up all that shit when I moved here. It's probably at some Goodwill. Somebody probably, like, either a big anime fan or some lucky kid probably saw that stuff at Goodwill and had fucking crazy. They were like, oh my god, it's great. Oh, it's so awesome. I think American cartoons were, let's say, part of the project. It may have been deliberately bad figure drawing so kids didn't get attracted to... What? No facts wondering? I don't know. Because anime is the other way around. The show was the shit. Yeah, American cartoons will always have a cultural connection. I saw the G.I. Joe animation. I thought you were from Colorado, LOL. I'm from a lot of places. I moved around a lot as a kid. The first DBZ movies were the best. I think that I don't know, like I think Broly and I don't know the later ones, like the one where Typo or Taipei, the guy, like I think the later ones where like Fusion and stuff, like those ones had the better animation. But I don't know, the first movies, like the stories were so basic and stuff. Like Tree of Might had really great fight scenes where it was like, wow, that took a lot of hours to animate that bit by bit, you know? The Dead Zone, oh dude, if you love the Dead Zone, you should watch Team 4 Stars The Dead Zone. It's only like 2 minutes and it's so funny. Just type in Team 4 Star Dead Zone or Team 4 Star Garlic Jr. and you'll see it. It's fucking hilarious. What is it? Needing money after quitting his job. Okay, let's get back into the wiki. So from 1978 to 1983, needing money after quitting his job from the age of 23, Toriyama entered the manga industry by submitting work to an amateur contest? Okay, cool, which he had randomly picked up in a coffee shop. The timing did not line up for the contest, but another manga magazine, Weekly Shonen Jump, accepted submissions for their newcomer award every month. Kazuhiko Torishima, who would become his editor, read and enjoyed Toriyama's manga, but it was not eligible to compete because it was a parody of Star Wars. Instead of original work. Okay. Torishima sent the artist a telegram and encouraged him to keep drawing and sending him manga. This resulted in Wonder Island, which became a Toriyama's first published work, and it appeared. I don't even know Wonder Island. Do you guys know Wonder Island? It appeared in Weekly Shonen Jump in 1978. God damn. It finished last place in the reader survey. Toriyama later said that I skipped it. Where is it? Come on. He later said that he had planned to quit manga after getting paid, but because Wonder Island 2 was also a flop, his stubbornness would not let him, and he continued to draw failed stories for a year, claiming around 500 pages worth of today's highlight island. He said he learned a lot during this year and even had some fun. When Torishima told him to draw a female lead character, Toriyama hesitantly created 1979's Tomato of the Cutesy Gumshoe, okay, which had some success. Feeling encouraged, he decided to draw another female lead, created Dr. Slump. Okay, that's cool. Dr. Slump, which was serialized in, where is it? Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Damn it, I clicked out of it. Come on, you bastard. Dr. Slump, which was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump from 1980 to 1984, was a huge success and made Toriyama a household name. Okay, so he had created a manga beforehand called Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater, and I guess that's where like it's kind of like anthology or whatever. Maybe every story's different, but you can tell like he got to experiment with a lot of different styles, and I always loved his art for like the portions. And, like, the amount of detail for, like, dinosaurs and fucking vehicles and stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Like, even the fashion of his characters. It was so cool, dude. Anyway, it follows the adventures of a perverted professor and his small, super strong robot, Ariel. In 1981, Dr. Slump earned Toriyama the Shogakukan Manga Award for Best Shonen and Shoujo Manga Series of the Year. An anime adaptation began airing the same year during the primetime Wednesday 7 p.m. slot on Fuji TV. Oh, wow. Fuji TV is like Fox. It's like a local channel here. So he got like basically the Malcolm in the Middle or like Simpsons slot on TV. Wow, dude. You would think that somebody would need multiple series of like practice. But nah, he just like he made one fucking successful a manga and that became an anime, and like wow, holy fuck. So he like jumped into it pretty quick. Adaptations of Toriyama's work would occupy this time slot continuously for 18 years through Dr. Slump's original run, Dragon Ball and its 2 sequels, and finally rebooted Dr. Slump in 1999. By 2008, Dr. Slump manga had sold over 35 million copies in Japan. Fuck, dude. although Dr. Slump was popular, Toriyama wanted to end the series within roughly 6 months of creating it, but publisher Shueisha would only allow him to do so if he agreed to start another serial for them shortly after. So he worked with Torishima on several one-shots. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like you got to remember that like a lot of these people, they like a lot of these manga art, like that's the thing that's kind of sad, is that like when these manga artists die, their editors and all the other people that died too, they're not going to get as much love or credit because they weren't in the limelight, kind of like Hideo Kojima or something of Metal Gear Solid. Like hundreds of people worked on Metal Gear Solid, but the only people that people are going to remember are like David Hayter and Hideo Kojima pretty much, versus everybody who worked on like the editor and like the voice sound technician and stuff. Like no one's going to give a shit, right? So yeah, we'll see. Okay, his manga Pola and Roid. He made a manga called Polaroid. Oh, that's funny. Toriyama was selected to participate in a contest again in 1982 and submitted Mad Matic. Okay, his one-shot Pink was published in December issue of Fresh Jump. Selected to participate in Weekly Shonen Jump Reader's Choice Contest for a third time, Toriyama had a bad luck of drawing the first slot and had to work over New Year's on his 1983's Chobit. Angry that it was unpopular, he decided to try again with Chobit 2. Okay, I've never heard of any of these. Akira Toriyama Hosonkai Akira Toriyama Preservation Society was established in 1982. Its newsletters were called Birdland Press, and they were sent to the members until the club closed in 1987. Toriyama founded Bird Studio in early 1980s, which is a play on his name Tori, which means bird. He began employing an assistant mostly to work on backgrounds. Okay. Oh, cool. So he had an assistant work on him. Okay. So that was the Dr. Slump era of Akira Toriyama. So now let's move on to Dragon Ball, okay? Here, what is it? The World's Strongest is one of my favorite because Goku Z fighting cyborgs, and I love robots. Hell yeah. I didn't realize it started in the 1970s. Yeah, me neither. I think the last Dragon Ball thing related I got into was the fighting games. Yeah. Okay, Dad, need to go trim face. Yeah, go do it. Fucking yay. Malcolm in the Middle is so good. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it was, man. I wonder, I heard online that they're thinking about making a reboot, like a sequel to it, like they did a Full House. And if they do, I'm totally for that, man. I'd love to see that. Who started the Gundam series? I don't know. We're not talking about Gundam today. We're talking about Dragon Ball. Do you think things are different now with kids? My kids can binge an entire Pokemon series in a couple weeks. We suffered. Makes us sound old. Yeah, but I mean, I think it makes us appreciate stuff more, though, right? Mr. Nippon Michael. I think, like, we appreciate it more because we had to suffer through like watching it weekly, you know, kind of thing. Because if you remember, like they would always on Toonami, they would always show every Dragon Ball Z series, like Dragon Ball Z episode until like one point, and then they're like, okay, we don't have the license for the next part of the series, so we're just gonna loop it over again. And it always pissed me off because like the Boo Saga came out of nowhere. Like they didn't advertise it, as far as I'm aware. They didn't advertise it as crazy as possible. So look at this. Giant titanium New York balls. Yeah, dude, guys, hype in the chat. Spam the Papaticos if you got them. Spam the I'm adding to the hype here, guys. I'm adding to my own hype here. If you got the green name, if you became a member, spam the Papaticos. There you go. Bulma flashing Roshi is the best scene ever. Yeah, dude, like, I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw online that she had done that, because I don't think they put that in the original English version. Okay, so, yeah, but anyway, so I'm just saying, like, for example, like, what I was trying to say earlier, it's like, the editors, like, for example, like, if you look at the original designs of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, they look completely different than they were originally. And like Naruto looks like he's got long hair and he's all skinny and he looks like more of a punk kid, and Sasuke just looks like more emo and like shy, and Sakura looks like some goth chick or something. So, you know, and so like Naruto like all of these manga artists, they always have an editor who's like, maybe you should change that so it might look better. And so it's like, you got to give credit where credit's due. And it's not just the manga artist, you know, like having an editor to help you kind of put the story, like they're like, you know, like they're the sizzle, you're the steak kind of thing, right? It's like they help, you know, they help sparkle it up. Like you do most of the work and then they make it, they're like, okay, I think that would look better this way or whatever, you know? And they give you a better perspective on the outside of like, oh, like this could be better that way. And you got to respect that, you know? I think I appreciated it a bit more. It made things last longer, taking years to take a series back in. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's one of the things that's like nice. If I didn't live in Japan, I would totally stream anime. I would just watch Kick, like on Kick, I would go there on my days off and I would just like fucking just like watch react all my favorite anime series. But since I'm in Japan, I can't do that because, you know, they're super anal about that shit. But if you're not living in Japan, go for it, dude. Anyway, let's read about Dragon Ball and the international success. Toriyama suggested that as Toriyama enjoyed kung fu films, that he should create a kung fu shonen manga. And this led to the two-part Dragon Boy published in August and October 1983 issues of Fresh Jump. It follows a boy adept in martial arts who escorts a princess on a journey back to her home country. Dragon Boy was well received and evolved into the serial Dragon Ball in 1984. God damn. But before that, the adventure of Tong Po. Is that really how you're going to say it? Tong Po? Tong Po was published in Weekly Shonen's 52nd issue on 1983, and it also contained elements that would be included in Dragon Ball. Ow. Ow, my collarbones. Serialized in Weekly Jump from 1984 to 1995, so 9 years. Dragon Ball sold 159.5 million tankobon copies. What is tankobon? Oh, that's just like, that's a word from manga? I didn't know that word. Tankobon. Oh, yeah, so one individual book. Oh, okay. That's a new Japanese word for all of us today. Tankobon. Literally means individual manga. Okay. There's like 50 Dragon Ball games. Yeah, dude. Most of the early ones sucked ass. They weren't that good. Yeah, the Dragon Ball... I love the Tenkaichi series. Those were my favorite. The 2D ones of Dragon Ball Budokai 1, 2, and 3. Only 3 is the best. Number 2 sucked. It had a stupid fucking rock, paper, scissors thing. I hated it. And the fucking Monopoly board thing was fucking stupid and lame. The Budokai 3 was great. And Tenkaichi was awesome too. Yeah, the Super Famicom and the PlayStation ones. I remember seeing Dragon Ball GT. God, what was it called? Final Bout for like $50 used, and like I got to see them play it as a demo in the game shop, and I was like, this game sucks. Like, I'm putting in the fucking moves and it's like there's delays and shit, but I was like, it looks cool, and the animation for the beginning of the game is fucking cool. But yeah, it was even like right now while I'm talking to you guys to kind of get hyped up, I'm watching Legacy of Goku Part 2. I'm watching a Let's Play of it in the background on my PS4 while I'm talking to you guys, just so I'm getting the hype of these games, you know? But yeah, that's, you know, like, Legacy of Goku is too grindy, and you didn't get to kill the bad guys until way later in the game, and it's just like, eh. Yeah, Bandai made some pretty shitty games. Yes, they did. Anyway, it began as an adventure gag manga, but later turned into a martial arts fighting series considered by many to be the most influential shonen manga. Dragon Ball was one of the main reasons that the magazine circulation hitting a record high of 6.53 million copies in 1995. At the series' end, Toriyama said that he asked everyone involved to let him end the manga so he could take new steps in life. During that near 11-year period, he produced 519 chapters that were collected into 42 volumes. Moreover, the success of the manga led to 5 anime adaptations, several animated films, and numerous video games. The mega merchandise. Aside from popularity in Japan, Dragon Ball was successful internationally as well, including Asia, Europe, and Americas, with 300 to 350 million copies of the manga sold worldwide. Holy shit, dude. That is fucking badass. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so funny when Dragon Ball, because like the funny thing is like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, they were not separated in Japan. Like if you look at the manga, if you go to like a used bookshop, you'll see that his manga is actually like from Dragon Ball to the end of Dragon Ball Z. It's the same book, it's the same art style, and so he didn't switch from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. It just kept going. So from Dragon Ball to the end of Dragon Ball Z, he would always just call it Dragon Ball. I think it was the TV show that called it Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, every shonen suddenly became a tournament manga. America's turning into a wasteland. It's bad. I'm sorry to hear that, Hikikomori. We're talking about Akira Toriyama, though, but thank you for a super chat. 1, 2. Thank you, buddy. Akira, Dad, the Akira pick with the Nimbus got me all a little choked up. I know 108. Me too, buddy. Me too. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, like Dragon Ball was one of those things where it's like I would meet other fucking, like, I understand for like Cowboy Bebop, right? Like I would meet other fucking foreigners or whatever when I came to Japan, and I'm like, do you know Cowboy Bebop, or do you know like Outlaw Star or something? And they'd be like, oh, maybe I kind of know, you know?
America is turning into a wasteland.
Yeah, dude, America's turning into South Africa, where, you know, you get in trouble for fighting back when people violently assault you, but then you get fined for like parking on the street, you know, like, yeah, America sucks. Save your money, stock up on weapons, you know, defend yourself because the cops aren't going to do it, you know, there you go. Yeah, as for, so what else? While Toriyama was serializing Dragon Ball Weekly, he continued to create the occasional one-shot manga. In 1986, Mr. Ho was published. The following year saw Young Master Kenosuke. Okay, is Japanese Jidaigeki setting. Toriyama published 2 weekly Shonen Jump one-shots, The Elder and Little Mame Jiro. Okay. God, how many of these did I fucking post? Like, these are the same fucking one. Also, Dragon Ball serialization, Toriyama recruited him to work as a character designer for the 1986 role-playing video game Dragon Quest. The artist admitted that he was pulled into it without even knowing what the RPG was, that it made his already busy schedule even more hectic, but he was happy to have been part of enjoying and finishing the game. Toriyama continued to work on every installment of the Dragon Quest series until his death. He also served as a character designer for the Super Famicom game Chrono Trigger, and for the fighting games Tobal #1. Oh shit. Oh yeah, he totally did that for Tobal. Yeah, I forgot about that. Fuck. Yeah, Tobal was a shitty 3D fighting game for the PlayStation. In September 23, 1988, festival film Kosuke and Rikimaru, Dragon of Konpei Island, marked the first time Toriyama made a substantial contributions to an animation. He came up with the original story idea, co-wrote the screenplay. God damn it, I keep fucking scrolling up by accident. And he worked with the director Toyo Ashida. Cool. So short stories and other projects. So anyway, yeah, so he worked on Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. And yeah, so Dragon Ball is about Goku. And Goku's a young boy who's in the mountains. He's got a tail. He knows martial arts. He's a very pure boy. He's so pure that he can ride a cloud that only pure people can ride, and it's like the whole story is him becoming stronger from like being a little boy till the end of being a teenager, and he meets a bunch of different people, including like cool characters like Yamcha, who's like a desert bandit martial art master who can't talk to women. He meets Bulma, who's like this genius teenage girl whose parents are fucking rich. He meets what do you call it? Oolong, who is like this pig monster who can transform into different, like he can shapeshift into shit. Yeah, he meets all these different characters, right? And he meets Master Roshi, or Muten Roshi, or what do you call it? Kame Senin. Yeah, he has different names in Japan, but yeah, like and then Dragon Ball Z is when you find out like he retcons Goku to be an alien like Superman, and then like they involve like space aliens and stuff to fight, and it's cool. It kind of makes sense because like when Goku's beat everybody who's strong on Earth, then where else do you have to go? Space, right? So it makes sense, you know. I was the one weeb in middle school with fan subs getting made fun of. And once all the TV, all those shitheads were asking to borrow my tapes. Yup, those motherfuckers. You fool, this isn't even my final gay dad form. That's right. That's right, guys. Anyway, what is this? Short stories and stuff. It says the third anime adaptation based on Dragon Ball was entitled Dragon Ball GT, which I don't know if it was ever it was called Grand Tour, right? It was supposed to be GT for Grand Tour or Galaxy Tour, but a lot of people in Japan say it was secretly meant to say Gomen nasai Toriyama-san, which is we're sorry, Mr. Toriyama, because yeah, I don't think he had any involvement in that, because like after Dragon Ball was done, he's like, yeah, dude, I kind of want to be done with this shit, and like his company's like, fuck you. We're going to keep making money off of this shit, punk-ass bitch. So let's see. It says the third anime adaptation of Dragon Ball entitled Dragon Ball GT began airing in 1996. Though this was not based on any of Toriyama's manga directly, he was involved in some of the overarching elements, including the name of the series. Oh, wait. He's the one who named the series? Okay. And designs for the main cast. Oh, so he helped design the characters, too. Oh, shit. Toriyama continued drawing the manga in period, predominantly one-shots and short 1 to 200 page pieces, including Kawa, and Kajika, and Sandland. Okay. On December 6, 2002, Toriyama made his only promotional appearance in the United States in the launch of Weekly Shonen Jump's North American counterpart, Shonen Jump, in New York City. Toriyama's Dragon Ball and Sandland were published in the magazine in the first issue, which also included an in-depth interview of him. Okay. Yeah, Dragon Ball GT. I think Dragon Ball GT had potential. We can talk about our favorite parts of Dragon Ball Z and stuff after we get done learning about Akira Toriyama's history. But but I'm just saying right now, I think Dragon Ball GT, if I explain the story parts to you, you would totally think it's badass. But I think I've said this multiple times, but I think just their execution was really bad. Like the pacing is horrible. The sound design in the Japanese one is really good, but the English version was just horrible, and the pacing is just horrible. And considering it's only 64 or 69 episodes, it was really, really bad. But the story ideas were very cool. I liked them, but I just think it was like when great idea makes horrible execution. That's all it is. Toriyama was a recluse who avoided public and media. In fact, over 40 years, he created an avatar called Roboto Toriyama to represent himself in mangas and interviews. I respect that. Hell yeah, dude. I wonder if they'll wrap up the series and call it done. I don't know. I think they're going to keep milking it, They're going to Bruce Willis it. They're going to keep just milking it even after he's dead. I used to think Kakarot was a carrot. Yeah, that's right. They're all named after vegetables. Yeah, dude. Giant turd. Yeah, season 1 is cool, but season 2 is shit all over. Okay, so it says short stories and other projects, okay? So a third anime adaptation... so we already read that. In March 27, 2005, CQ Motors began selling an electric car designed by Toriyama. What? The one-person Q-Volt is part of a company's Kuro Q series, which is small electric cars with only 9 being produced. It costs $20,000. It has a top speed of 30 kilometers an hour. So it's basically a scooter. Okay. In 2006, one shot called Cross Epoch was a cooperation One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda. The story is a short crossover which presents characters from Dragon Ball and One Piece. Toriyama was the character designer and the artist for the Mist Walker Xbox 360 exclusive Blue Dragon. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't play it. Oh, Blue Dragon had Nobuo Uematsu in that? Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Both of whom had previously worked on Chrono Trigger. Okay. He collaborated with Masakazu Katsuda, his good friend and creator of Eyes and Zetman. Oh, I know Zetman. Yeah, and Eyes. Yeah, those are really well-drawn mangas. Those are really well-drawn mangas. It's really good. It was later published in North America. Okay, cool. Toriyama was engaged by 20th Century Fox as a creative consultant for Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh, God. Yeah, as a fun note, the guy who was the main actor in Dragon Ball Evolution, I never saw that because I didn't need my dreams being shit on. enough. I already have that from watching the news. But yeah, when Dragon Ball Evolution came out, the live action version of Dragon Ball, I was like, no, I know it's going to be shitty. I don't need to watch it, you know? But it was nice to see the main actor from that movie on Twitter. He was like, he even said, like, I'm sorry, when Akira Toriyama died, he was like, I'm sorry, Akira Toriyama, that we did such a shitty job with that. And that's so good to see somebody, like, own it, you know? Because I bet, like, when you're in Hollywood, you know, to give people the benefit of the doubt, it's like the big people that run that shit, they don't care about being loyal to the fans. Even though the fans are the ones that made it popular to begin with, they're like, fuck this, we're gonna make it our style because our style sells fucking movies. And yeah, it's nice to see that an actor is just like, yeah, I'm not controlled by those people anymore. And I'm sorry we ruined your vision. And it's like, yeah, dude, that's some character, that's some integritas right there. Which was mailed to annual subscribers. What is this? Okay. Which failed both critically and financially. Toriyama later stated in 2013 he felt that the script did not capture the world of characteristics, and his series was bland and was bland and not interesting. So he cautioned and gave suggestions for changes, but Hollywood producers did not heed his advice. And just as I thought, the result of the movie, I cannot call Dragon Ball. Avex Trax commissioned Toriyama to draw a portrait pop singer. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, and then he just worked on some other stuff that was about environmental awareness. Okay, return to Dragon Ball Z in 2012 to 2024. So in 2012, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods was announced in development with Toriyama involved in its creation. The film marked the series' first theatrical film in 17 years. Oh my god, the language, the culture, the people. Dude, we really need to get a 17 years fucking emoji in here. 17 years. A special dual ticket used to be able to see the Battle of the Gods and the I didn't know Android and One Piece Film Z and that Battle of the Gods came out both at the same time, and you could have bought dual tickets to those. Okay, yeah. So I saw that movie. I actually got to see that movie in theaters here. Wow, I'm old. Yeah, I saw both of the movies in theaters. That was cool. To celebrate the 45th, okay, so anyway, yeah, okay, Akira Toriyama opened at the Takashimaya department store in Nipponbashi, 72,000 visitors in 19 days, okay, it was just like an art gallery shit. The follow-up film to Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, released, even features even more, it was released in April 18th, 2015, features even more contributions from Toriyama, who personally wrote it in its original script. Toriyama provided the basic story outline and some character designs for Dragon Ball Super, which began serialized, okay, yep, Dragon Ball Super Broly released, oh yeah, shit, dude, there's been 4 new movies, fuck, the Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, yeah, what is it? Like, the Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, and, Dragon Ball Super, like Dragon Ball Broly, and then the superhero movie of Gohan. Fuck, there's been 4 Dragon Ball movies. And I'll get into that in, later. But anyway, in January 2024, a logo Toriyama designed to celebrate the 20th anniversary of his hometown Kyosu was unveiled. Toriyama created a new story arc for the original adaptation for his manga Sandland in 2024. Okay, cool. Janemba looks badass. Yeah, dude. I think people announce sumo wrestlers' names at the tournaments sound like Frieza. Probably. Hollywood's revenge for Android Cell Saga pretty much being Terminator 2. Yep. I walked out of the newest Broly movie. Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. The newest Gohan movie, though, was so shitty. That was so bad. But we'll get into that in a bit. Toriyama's personal life. Toriyama married Yoshimi Kato on May 2nd, 1982. She is a former manga artist from Nagoya under the pen name Nachi Mikami, and occasionally helped Toriyama and his assistant on Dr. Slump when they were short on time. They had 2 children, a son named Sasuke, born March 23rd, 1987. Oh, shit. And a daughter named Kika, born in October 1990. Akira lived in his home studio in Kyosu. He was a well-known recluse who avoided appearing in public or media. In an extension of his shyness, Toriyama has used an avatar called Roboto Toriyama since December 1980 to represent himself in the manga and interviews. Toriyama had a love of cars and motorcycles, something he inherited from his father. He used to race motorbikes and operate an auto repair business for a brief time. Oh shit! Although he did not understand mechanics himself. The author was an animal lover and kept many different species of birds, dogs, cats, fish, lizards, and bugs since childhood. Oh shit! Some were used as models for characters that he created, such as Karin and Beerus. Okay, cool. Toriyama had a lifelong passion for plastic models and designed several of the Fine Molds brand. He collected autographs from famous manga artists, having included over 30 Yude Tamago and Hisashi Eguchi, a hobby that he gave to the character Peisuke Soramame. Okay, cool. Hey man, it looks like you're doing well. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, thanks, Benedict. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I was really badly sick the last 2 days, but I've recovered. I mean, I'm still sore, but we'll get into that later. Baby from Dragon Ball GT looks like a hot gay dad. He does, Joe. He does. The new Dragon Ball movie sucked dick. Go watch the Red Ribbon Army saga from Dragon Ball anime. Yeah, that's the way to do it. His death. Toriyama died on March 1st, 2024. He died of an acute subdermal hematoma at the age of 68. A funeral was held privately with only his family in attendance. His death was announced by his production company, Bird Studio, 1 week after March 8th. According to resources close to Toriyama, he had planned to undergo surgery for a brain tumor in February 2024. Oh, shizen. The news of his death caused an outpouring of grief among admirers and his works, who took to social media to express their condolences and celebrate his legacy. On Twitter, trending topics of Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball surpassed United States President Joe Biden's State of the Union address. Take that, Joe Biden, you asshole. Which was held at the same time as the news of Toriyama's death was announced. Wow. Tributes to the artists were given by One Piece creator of Naruto, Video Girl AI. Yeah, like so many people fucking if you guys go to my Twitter, I retweeted all of those people that were just given that were just like announcing like all that stuff, man. For the last week or so, like that's all I did. I didn't post any tweets. I just retweeted stuff about Akira Toriyama. Okay, what is it? Fans publicly mourned while visiting a life-size statue of Dragon Ball protagonist Goku located outside the headquarters of toy manufacturer Bandai. Oh shit, I forgot there's a Goku statue out there. Japan's chief cabinet secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi credited Toriyama and his work to playing an extremely important role in demonstrating Japan's soft power around the world. Hell yeah it did, dude. Hell fucking yeah it did. Yeah, dude, guys, go check out my Twitter! ! Socials in the chat. Go over there, like people in Latin America and everywhere. They were like, "Fuck yeah!" Like they mourned him just as everybody else, man. Like, you know, people like Japan and China, all the right wingers, they always like to talk about how they hate each other and stuff. But like I saw on Twitter, like maybe last year, like even in China, they had this big fucking event where they did this whole fucking theater production of Dragon Ball. And it's like, if that doesn't say anything about linking two countries that have a complicated history together, I don't know what does, you know? At the end of the day, you think politics is what brings people together, but nah, it's creativity, it's art, you know? It's sharing a love about something that helped change your life, you know? That's what brings people together. What is it? On March 9th, a moment of silence was held for Toriyama by voice actress Tarako, who died on March 4th in recognition for contributions. Okay, oh wow. Wait, she died too? Oh, the voice actress for Tarako. She died on March 4th? The woman who did the voice of Urusei Yatsura of Maruko Sakura? Okay. Oh shit, yeah, she's the voice actress of Chibi Maruko. Oh fuck. I didn't even know that. Shit. Chibi Maruko is kind of like The Simpsons here. Or well, I mean Simpsons meaning like everybody knows it, you know. I don't think it was as edgy as Simpsons though. On March 10th in Argentina, of course it's Argentina. Thousands of fans went to the Obelisco to remember Toriyama. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Fucking Yeah, Toriyama, man, he is so fucking badass. Okay, so anyway, that's the history of Toriyama, Akira Toriyama here. Beautiful, beautiful man, beautiful, awesome guy, and yeah, okay, we learned about Dr. Slump, so we learned about him. Let's read more about his art and the stuff that he did, and then we can share our memories from that, okay? So yeah, and I'm gonna bookmark all these for later. Astro Boy and Shonen Jump. I actually want to learn more about this stuff, like Shonen Jump. I want to learn the history of Shonen Jump and Astro Boy. Okay, so Akira Toriyama's manga theater. Oh, it has a Wikipedia page, but there's no pictures. Wah, womp, womp, womp. Yo, hey, so glad to be here. What's up, Anna Marie? How you doing, dude? Dragon Ball is based on the Chinese lesson Journey to the West. Yes, it was. So, here, I posted, like, I fucking opened the same Wikipedia page like 20 times thinking it was a different thing each time. Yeah, so Akira Toriyama, I guess he had a bunch of, like, one-off mangas. Like, where he's just like, yep, okay, one-off manga. Like, I made this one story. I know that the guy who did Berserk, he did something similar. He made 2 or 3 mangas that were like, they were one-offs. Like, I think one was called Japan, I think, and that was just basically, like kind of practice art for that stuff. But yeah, okay. So we've got all this different shit here. Yeah, Shonen Jump. Save that for later. God, guys, my face is so fucking sore. You know, I never knew that if you puke really hard, so hard that your face will be, it'll be bruised on the inside. That fucking sucks. So Akira Toriyama had a fucking tumor this whole time? Like, and that's what caused this thing? Fuck, dude. Now I seem like an asshole. Like, I thought that's the first time well, to be fair, that was Wikipedia. I didn't clarify where, like, I don't think there was any notes saying where that was that, like, clarified that. But, yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, fucking A. Yeah, it's so weird when people die, but they won't tell you, like, how they died, you know? And it's like, you know that when they died and they don't say why, it's a suicide, right? You know? That's the thing. That's usually the thing, right? So, okay. Yeah, guys, tell me, who's your... If you like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball movies, tell me, what was your favorite series? What was your favorite movie and why? Tell me what characters you liked. Tell me what story arcs you liked. Like, let's just share the love of all this stuff that we loved, you know, about his stuff. So, like, my first introduction to Dragon Ball was, like, there was this tiny, I don't even remember the name of it. There was a tiny fucking video shop that my mom used to take me to, and it was run by this guy named Mike, and it was really small, but it was all, like, mostly Asian stuff. Like, this guy turned his weeb hobby into a hobby. He had basically video games, porn, a ton of kung fu movies, and anime, and it was all VHS, and so... I don't know why my mom took us there so much. I think that maybe, like, she like visited like a friend nearby or something, but, like, she would take us there and we would go there. And I remember the first time I saw Dragon Ball was the 45-minute OAV Adventure of Dragon Ball or something. And it was this VHS, and it was I don't remember who made the dub, but it was basically like the first season of Dragon Ball condensed into 45 minutes. And it was really cool, you know. I really fucking liked it. At the time, I didn't know that was a series. I thought it was just a movie. And I still remember the song. It's like, Goku, he's gonna show you. He's gonna help you find the way. Goku, he's gonna show you. Him and his friends are gonna save the day. Dragon Ball. You got people searching for them Dragon Balls. Everybody searching, like, looking for the Dragon Balls. Can't stop until you got them all. The 7 magic balls. It's all you gotta do to make your wish come true. Yeah, oh, man. I wonder why they didn't use that fucking song for the anime series. Like, that was a really good song, dude. The Bardock TV special is peak, yeah. Maybe Deborah looks more hot gay. Yeah, he's probably a gay guy, yep. DBZ favorite Seiya Saga. Saiyan Saga, okay. Since he was from Aichi, maybe it was related to somebody from Toyota. Maybe, right? Yeah, dude, but that was like my first introduction to Dragon Ball, was going to that video shop and then seeing that, and I was like, okay, where's the other stuff? And he's like, oh, I don't have it. And like, it's funny, if we didn't go to that video shop, because my mom was so against me watching movies with guns in them, that like I would have never gotten into martial arts stuff, you know? I would have never gotten into Jackie Chan or Yuen Biao or Sammo Hung or fucking like Jean-Claude Van Damme or any of these dudes, you know? And God, it was so good. My mom loved them because it's like there's no nudity, no guns, you know. It's just dudes kicking the shit out of each other, and it was good, man. It's pretty badass. But yeah, I remember. And then like Dragon Ball Z would sometimes be on Saturday morning, and I'd be like, this is cool, but it wasn't broadcasted enough, like, consistently for me to get into the story, because like I'd always miss an episode. It's funny how like our parents liked soap operas, and it's like this is why I stopped watching my soaps. I watch one episode and I'm just completely lost, and I'm like, same thing. I wouldn't watch Dragon Ball because I'd be like, wait, I watched Fox broadcasting for the last like 3 weeks and they didn't show this, and they skipped like 4 episodes into the series. What the fuck? And so I remember being really pissed off about that. And but then Dragon Ball Z finally came to Cartoon Network, and I loved it. I was like, holy shit, this is pretty badass. And I'm pretty sure they didn't broadcast the first season. I think they broadcasted from the Frieza saga, or at least I got into it from the Frieza saga. But eventually they restarted the whole fucking series, and I was able to watch it from the beginning till the end. And then for the VHS, I was able to buy them for cheap from Target. And yeah, the VHS was all right, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the whole series, man. Like, it was always just like I remember there was this comic online called VG Cats, and I used to love reading it back in the day. And it was like an online web comic, and they were like summarized in anime with like one panel, and then it was like, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, Pokemon, and then it's like Dragon Ball Z, and it's just like 5 episodes the caption, and there's just guys in like gurgle, twitch, gurgle, and it's like, yeah, it was like that. Dragon Ball Z was like that, but it broadcasted every day, so like it was fine, you know, because you got to come back home and watch that. And I don't know, like the marketing for Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, on Cartoon Network, was so cool. It felt like you were watching like the edgy stuff that is like meant for only teenagers or something. You're like, yeah, this ain't no fucking Doraemon shit. This is the real shit. And it's like, you know, there's like violent movies and stuff that you could watch. I'm like, nah, that's too real. I just want the cool edgy shit that understands me as a teenager. And yeah, I just remember God, dude, like I remember I would be so fucking hardcore. I remember there were, back then you could download the episodes on websites. You had Real Player. That, you know, nowadays we use VLC, but back in the day we had Real Player. A show of hands for anybody who remembers Real Player. And you could go on these websites and you could download each episode, and it was like only like 10 megabytes per episode or something. And I was able to get like most of the episodes that like hadn't been released yet. And I was like, holy shit. And like I guess they were available on DVD or like VHS, but somebody had pirated them and put them online. And I remember being able to skip to the Boo Saga, and I was like, oh shit, this is badass. And then I would use Kazaa Lite to download like Dragon Ball Z anime music videos. And then there were websites where they just had whole MIDI player, like sound files. And I remember like going on Kazaa and downloading a bunch of Bruce Faulconer, fucking all of his music that he put for that that whole anime. It was so good. We first thought DBZ was lame because we first saw Fist of the North Star first, yeah. And all the kids defending their shows, and it's not for kids in Japan, yeah. My dad always lets me watch graphically violent, yeah. Nice and natty, hell yeah, dude. Found anime. Kazaa, and I thought my computer got messed up, but it was so worth it. Yeah, no, I was smart before I even did that. What is it? Before I even fucking did that, I knew to download Kazaa Lite. Because Kazaa Lite wasn't the one that had the spyware on it. All my friends got the spyware, and then I was smart. I got the Kazaa Lite. I'm like, yeah, there we go. Yeah, guys, if you ever want to see any of my favorite Dragon Ball Z music videos, I back them up. It's a secret. But I back them up on my BitChute account. I never tell anyone this, but if you go to my BitChute account, I like secretly upload all of my old favorite like clips from like movies and TV shows and anime. That's on my BitChute because nobody ever goes over to BitChute. So if you wanted to see some cool anime music videos, go over to my BitChute. The link is somewhere. Woo. But anyway, yeah, I have that music video, I think, on there. And I remember the first time I saw the Broly, I didn't even see the movie. I saw Broly, the music video where it was Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat song playing, and I was like, holy shit, this guy is wrecking everybody. And yeah, I was like, damn, this is badass. But yeah, by the time I'd finally come to Japan, I think GT had been out for a while, but they were still releasing the Dragon Ball Z movies in English. I think they hadn't released Fusion. I don't even know if they released the Fusion or the Taipei, the Typo or whatever. The one with the guy who gives the sword to Trunks. I don't know if they even released that in English. But, yeah, that was good. Sam, have you put your hair up and become Super Saiyan, Sam? That's right. That's the way to do it. Doraemon is the shit, man. That's right, part-time. Yeah, but I just remember, like, drawing characters. Like, hell, dude, I even drew a character here. On the day that Akira Toriyama's death was announced, I drew a character of Super Saiyan Vegeta crying. And it says, "Rip Toriyama Sensei." Dragon Ball Z had such a distinct style, man. And it's just like, I didn't like Dragon Ball Super because I was really disappointed with the Dragon Ball. Okay, well, let's get into Dragon Ball Super. Let's start from Dragon Ball first, okay? So Dragon Ball is cool. I didn't get to actually watch that until it came out on Cartoon Network. And I didn't even know. Like, I thought Dragon Ball was just from the first beginning of Dragon Ball all the end of the way till, like, the part where, like, Goku goes to, like, the Ox King's palace or whatever, and he fights, like, I don't know. I didn't think that Dragon Ball like had a long story because I never, you know, we don't know the meaning of the word defeat. Yeah, we never bothered to look it up in a dictionary. It's like same thing. I didn't know that Dragon Ball was a huge series, and so like I was like, yeah, like come to think about it, I don't remember when Tien Shinhan got introduced. I remember when Yamcha got introduced. I remember when Oolong got introduced. I don't even remember when Krillin came into the picture. And so when Dragon Ball started getting like broadcasted on Cartoon Network, I'm like, oh shit, that's how he meets Krillin. Krillin, like Goku's training with Master Roshi, and Krillin comes all the way from some temple where he was getting bullied, and he wants to train, and like him and Goku are like kind of on par for like being strong, and I'm like, oh shit, that's nuts, that's squirrel nuts, that's so cool. And then Goku, he has to fight like the Red Ribbon. I mean, full disclosure, I have not watched. I know the whole story now because I've seen summaries of it, but I've never actually sat down and watched the whole series of Dragon Ball, which is going to be one of my things to do. I'm going to sit down and watch. I think Dragon Ball is either on Hulu. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but it's on one of the streaming services. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball. I'm gonna go through that whole fucking series again, because rest in peace, Akira Toriyama-san. And yeah, but like there's a whole like season where Goku goes and fights this army called the Red Ribbon Army, which is based off of like an actual army called the Red Ribbon Army or something. And then there's like a part where like he fights Tien Shinhan, which is like he is a rival of like Master Roshi had another guy that he trained with, and that guy started his own fucking martial arts school, and Tien Shinhan's a part of that. And I'm like, oh fuck, so I didn't even know that. And then like Goku fighting Piccolo at the very end was like the end of the series or something. I don't remember. No, or something like that. Goku kills Piccolo, the original bad guy, and then at the end, Goku gets married. Like he fights Chi-Chi and he like gets married to her, and that's the end of Dragon Ball, right? Did you guys ever read those fan manga where in high school the kid teleports into Yamcha's body and knows exactly what's gonna happen? Oh, dude, that wasn't that happened only like a couple years ago, right? Like that isn't a old thing, right? But yeah, I heard about that. I didn't read it though. Like I saw a summary of that, and yeah, like he trains really hard so he can kick ass beforehand. Yeah, dude. I should read that. That sounds fun. I wonder if they'll do a Dragon Ball game like the Dragon Ball Z game. That would be fun. That would be cool. I think that there's too much hype though for Dragon Ball to really fall through that. Yeah, Dad, Dragon Ball's badass and fucking funny. Every 3 to 4 years, I'll go back and rewatch every. Yeah, dude. But anyway, that's the story of Dragon Ball, right? It's just basically Goku going from a kid to a teenager, and then Dragon Ball Z is from Goku being an adult until being like an older adult, but not like super old yet. And Dragon Ball Z starts out with Goku, and he's got a son now. Him and Chi-Chi had a son, and then Goku's brother comes from outer space, and he's like, guess what, motherfucker? You're actually an alien. Psych, you're an alien. You're not human, and I'm kidnapping your son because you're a little bitch. And then Goku has to go kick his ass. And then Piccolo and him, even though they're rivals, because Piccolo in the first one was a bad guy and he wanted to destroy the Earth, and then Goku kills him, and then Piccolo, before he dies, he spits out an egg, and he's like, hey, you're my seed, you're my clone. Make sure to destroy Earth because I didn't destroy it. And then so that baby Piccolo like grows up really quickly. And he's like, yeah, my job is to kill Goku and then kill the Earth. And so he's been trying to like kill Goku or whatever, and Goku knows that he's alive. And then when Raditz comes, Goku kicks his ass, and or they kick his ass almost, but Goku's actually pretty weak, and the only way they're able to kill him is that Gohan freaks out. He has like an autistic tantrum, and he's like, stop picking on my dad. Tosan o ichimeru na! He's like, don't pick on my dad. And then he stuns Raditz, and then Goku's able to get him from behind. And he's like, Piccolo, kill him. And he's like, well, that's going to kill you too. And he's like, oh shit, that is going to kill you too. Nice. Makon Kosapo, special beam cannon. And then he kills Goku. And then that starts the whole saga of Goku in the afterlife, and then what happens to him. And it's funny that we never hear about Raditz in the afterlife. Like, we hear about some of the other characters later on, but we never hear about Raditz. And Raditz was Goku's brother, man. Like, Goku had a brother. What the fuck? Yeah, dude, Dragon Ball is so much more based. He self-soothes on Raditz armor. Yeah, dude, like, it's so funny. Like, in the Team 4-Star, when they're doing the parody of the Bardock anime, they're like, you and all your sons will die. And he's like, sons? I have sons? And he's like, oh shit, I've got 2 of those. I love that. Like, your son in the future will become a great warrior. He's like, I have a son? Oh my god, I got 2 of those. Like, I would like to be at that part of my life where I'm like, I'm so caught up with my own bullshit, I forget I have kids. That would be nice. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first saga of Dragon Ball Z. But then, before Raditz dies, he's like, haha, bitch, I knew that you were going to pull some shit like this, so I called 2 of the other guys from our home planet that are super way stronger than me to come here and fuck your shit up, because fuck you, bitch, you ain't getting away with this. And so he's like, they'll be here in like a year, though. And so Piccolo's like, oh, fuck, and he's like, aw, shit, like, I want to destroy this place, but, I don't want other people to destroy it, I want to destroy it. And so Piccolo's like, okay. Like, all the fucking Z fighters hear that, and so Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, all those guys are like, okay, we gotta train, and Piccolo's like, okay, Gohan, you did that autistic scream thing that fucked up that guy, and so, I want you to be able to do that more, so I'm gonna train you. And he's like, I'm 4 years old, and he's like, yeah, good job, be the ball, kid. And he just basically tortures the shit out of Gohan, like, psychologically tortures him, to make him stronger. And he was the dad, you know. He was the dad when Goku wasn't there. And I love that how that's an ongoing joke in Team 4-Star. And so anyway, the Saiyan saga comes, and Vegeta and Nappa. Vegeta's the prince of Saiya, or like of the Saiyan warrior of planet Vegeta. So he's named after the planet, and him and his bodyguard Nappa come there, and they're gonna fuck shit up. And so Goku, so Goku's friends like, nah, we're gonna fuck you up, bro. And then Vegeta and Nappa are like, are you kidding? And then they just they knock all those guys up. They're gonna kick their ass. Yeah, dodge! Gohan, why? I only have one question. What is it, Piccolo? Why didn't you learn to dodge? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, anyway. And so, and what is it? So, like, anyway, the Vegeta and Nappa kick the shit out of everybody. And then Nappa, being a piece of shit, sees Gohan. He's like, oh, that's Goku's son. I'm going to kill that little fucker. And he goes to give a huge blast because Gohan wrecked him with one shot. And he's like, oh, I didn't feel that much, but fuck you, little kid. And so he goes to kill Gohan. And Piccolo, in a moment of selflessness, jumps in front of the beam and absorbs the blunt of that fucking energy. And Gohan's like, why, Mr. Piccolo? You were, you trained me so hard. I thought you didn't like me. And he's like, you're the closest thing I've ever had to a friend, Gohan. And I care about you. And I don't want you to die, like, be good, kid. And Piccolo dies. And then you find out the whole series is based around these balls called Dragon Balls, which I forgot to mention at the beginning of it. And Dragon Balls are these balls created by something, and they're scattered around the earth. And then when you bring them together, you get one wish. And that's the whole plot of every fucking season, is that they have to wish for something. And it's basically like a game genie, like you basically get it's like a memory card. You get the reset shit. And so, but they find out that when Piccolo dies, that he was connected to Kami, who's another guy who they basically came to Earth. Earth didn't have Dragon Balls until these guys came here. And then Kami is a guy who is Piccolo. And you're like, wait, what? And like Kami is, he's an alien from the planet Namek, which we find out about later. But when he came to Earth, he wanted to be pure, like nomadic Gaijin. He wanted to be pure. So he's like, I'm going to take the worst part of me and spit that out so I can be pure. And that's what became Piccolo. And so if Kami or Piccolo dies, that's half of one person, right? So that means the Dragon Balls disappear too. So when Piccolo dies, the Dragon Balls fucking disappear. And they're like, oh, fuck. So, but before Piccolo dies, they were able to gather the Dragon Balls, I think. Remind me if I didn't get that right. And Goku comes back to life. And Goku's been training in the other world of King Kai and being a badass, and so he's super fucking strong, but not as strong enough to beat the giant gorillas, because we find out in Dragon Ball that when Saiyans look at the moon, they become werewolf, but they become Godzilla monkey werewolf, okay? They get, like, super, like, strong, and you can't fight them. You can't reason with them. They're like Nicotril, the Rock from that Nicotril skit on SNL where he beats the shit out of Chris Parnell, and he's like, get the hell away from my wife, Nicotril, and he's like, you don't talk to Nicotril that way. That's what, like, Vegeta... That's what all the Saiyans were like when they turn into Ozaru, the monkey form. And yeah, so they go all fucking nuts like that, right? And so Goku is about to like fucking die because Vegeta's like he pulls like a fast super recovery, and he puts like a moon in the sky, and that makes him a super monkey, and that kicks his ass. And then yeah, oh my fucking eye, yeah, right? And so so he becomes a super monkey, and they fuck him up, and then, but Yajirobe, which is this fat samurai guy, he cuts off the tail. If you cut off the Saiyan's tail, like a Goku, anybody from that planet Vegeta, if you cut off their tail, they lose their werewolf power. So, Vegeta turns back into a human, but then Gohan turns into a monkey, and he starts aping out. He just starts freaking out, Wolverining out, and then, Vegeta's able to cut off his tail, but Gohan's still, like, like turning back into a human, and then he falls on Vegeta and basically does a Papa Tico thing. This is how I would fight if somebody gets me. I just fucking pick him up and just slam my body on him. That's what Gohan does. He squishes Vegeta and basically owns him. And then anyway, so Nappa's dead. I forgot. I think Nappa gets his ass kicked, and then Vegeta's like, "You weakling, you weak punk ass bitch," and then Vegeta kills him. And then anyway. Everyone's passed out and like pretty much dead, but you know, Krillin still can get up and he's got Yajirobe's sword, and Vegeta's like, "Oh, you punk bitches, you're gonna I'm gonna tell my dad on you." And then Krillin's like, bitch, you know, and then Goku's like, "Let him go, I think he can change, and I kind of want to fight him again." And then Vegeta's like, "You fucking dumbass motherfuckers." And then Krillin's like, but Goku," and he's like, "Yeah." And so anyway, Vegeta goes away and he's able to escape, and then everything's good except Piccolo's dead now, and there's no Dragon Balls, okay? So that's the end of the first 2 sagas of Dragon Ball Z. Wow, I'm like really summarizing this whole thing. How am I doing with the summary, guys? Is it pretty accurate? What do you think? What is it? Sorry, guys. King Vegeta, I heard Frieza plans to destroy Vegeta. Yep. I love this. It's bringing back memories. Yeah, enjoy your hot dad responsibly. Contact the doctor or emergency medical professional if you experience any erection lasting 4 hours or longer. Yup, that's right. He blasts the guy, a freaking smartass. Yeah, old people make everything sad. Everyone said, yep. Oh, my fucking eye. You should do a whole channel based on reviewing stuff like this. It's so based. Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to start doing VHS reviews and manga reviews starting from this week. I already uploaded them. So on Friday, you're going to see the first, or at least the introduction to the VHS review series. At first, they're just going to be really simple. I'm going to edit them eventually, but for right now, it's just pumping them out. Yeah, I already filmed 15 of them on my GoPro, but the microphone's fucked up, so yeah, I had to redo those. I'm redoing them right now. Yeah, Dad saves the day last minute. Yep, you should, what is it? Also, the moon was destroyed twice, first by Master Roshi and then by Piccolo. Oh yeah, I forgot. Master Roshi does it when Goku, like, Wolverine's out, and then Piccolo does it when he's training Gohan and he looks at the moon, and Piccolo's like, what the fuck? And then he has to destroy the moon. Yeah, giant titanium Dragon Balls. So that's what we should say. We'll say New York Balls, but we'll also say Dragon Balls now, too. Dude, we should make that a thing. Oh, no, I'm going to get fucking copyright sued by that. Giant titanium Dragon Balls. There you go. VHS review would be amazing. Yeah, we'll look forward to it, guys. Each review is going to be about 4 to 6 minutes, but anyway, should I keep going? Should I can do this. I can review Dragon Ball Z. I can't do GT or Super, but I can at least do Dragon Ball GT. Should I keep summarizing this? I could go for the Frieza saga, the fucking Cell saga, the Boo saga. I mean, we're talking about the whole thing here, dude. And then I want to talk about Team 4-Star and stuff, too. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, thank you for donating. Whoever donates, it's not... The time is dictated by me today. It's not dictated by the donations, because I just want to... I want to get all this out, you know? I want to cover everything that I can about Akira Toriyama today while we're doing this, you know? From my experience watching him and stuff. Oh, God, I love this. It's so good. I stand by my previous statement. Team 4-Star did it better. Well, we'll get into that. I agree, but we'll get into that after we summarize the whole series. So, I don't know. I want to see a show of hands, though. Should I summarize the rest? Should I summarize the rest of the seasons, or should we just stop? Or we move on to the next topic? Well, let me know. Let me know, because if I do that, there's going to be at least another 10, 20 minutes of this. And, so I can move on to talking about other related topics. Or should I keep summarizing it? Show of hands to keep summarizing it, or just write down next topic. Hand up. Yep. I think bedtime story is over for me. 11 p.m. here. Yep. Summarize all the 291 Dragon Ball Z episodes individually. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm gonna start doing that for manga. Even if it's a manga series that's really long, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Because I think that's gonna be fun, dude. I want to make a shit ton. Like after today's live stream, I have some errands I gotta run, but also I'm gonna start filming stuff in front of my manga fucking shelf, and I'm gonna do summaries of the manga that I read from now on, and summaries of the VHS I watch. So yeah, hand up. Fuck, dude, it's good. Keep going. Summary's good. Okay, we got 3 votes. How many people are watching right now? We got 35 people and 3 votes. Come on, guys. Show class participation here. Sam can redo the English dub. Oh God, yeah. I can do a pretty decent Vegeta voice. I can't do a Goku voice. Vegeta's like, silly Kakarot. Damn you, Kakarot. I am the... I can't do it. My voice is a little bit strained here. Hold on. I am the prince of all Saiyans. No, I am... silly fool. No. Oh, God damn it, Nappa. You know, what is it? I'm surrounded by idiots. I thought you said you were surrounded by candy. Vegeta freaking out. Yep. Yeah, you gotta do at least Cell. Everyone knows the story already. Keep going. Do you remember? You remember so much in detail. Brought back episodes I forgot about. What's the scouters say, Vegeta? Yeah, what does it say about his power level? It's over 9,000. Isn't it? Technically in the Japanese manga, doesn't it say over 8,000 or something? I can't remember. Yeah, but anyway, okay, let's keep going. So the next saga after that is the Frieza saga. So basically what happens is that the characters on Earth, they love Piccolo now, and they want to bring Piccolo back. And so they're like, wait, so Piccolo was from a planet called Namek. And they're like, okay, so if we go to Namek, they have Dragon Balls there, and we can go there, and we could use those Dragon Balls to wish back Piccolo, and then that'll bring Piccolo back, and that will also bring back the Dragon Balls on our planet. And so they're like, yeah, we could do that. My favorite character was also Vegito. He's stronger than Gogeta, right? Yeah, so I want to actually write this down while we're talking about this, because, like, dude, I really want to cover all this shit today. Hold on. So this is Wednesday. I'm going to actually write down these notes really quick. Hold on. So I want to talk about the video games. I want to talk about the characters. I want to talk about the music. And I want to talk about definitely Team 4-Star for sure. I want to talk about the movies too. And yeah, I want to talk about the lessons that we learned from Dragon Ball. And then, like, favorite parts of the story. Yeah, favorite story arcs. And then, like, fan fiction, too. Yeah, we have so many fucking stories to talk about. Yeah, so I never really got into... Dude, I played Chrono Trigger for an hour. So you guys are the ones that get to share your... You're the ones who get to share your experiences with me on that. Because I didn't fucking play that game. Or I didn't play it enough... I watched the completionist video on that, so, like, it kind of spoiled the story for me, so I didn't bother to play it after that. My favorite character was always Vegito. He's stronger than Gogeta, right? Well, Vegito is more permanent. Gogeta can only last for 30 minutes. But Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta... Oh, yeah, character design. Yeah, I wanted to write down fave designs. Designs. Yeah, fave story elements. Yeah, dude, we're covering all of this shit today, okay? Yeah, those old Japanese trading cards had power levels. Oh, yeah, the trading card game. Yeah, trading card. Yeah, I forgot. We can talk about that. Akira is training with the Berserk creator in the upper world right now. That's right. Okay, the main lesson learned from Dragon Ball Z is if you don't succeed, get transformed into an android. Androids seem to be universally OP. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so the Frieza saga is basically, yeah. So all the characters, they go from well, wait, I think it's only Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma that go to fucking Namek, because what is it? Like, I think Tien, Yamcha, I think they died during the fight with the Saiyans, right? Like, Chaozu blows up, Tien, I think, gets stabbed through the heart, and Yamcha gets killed by the Cybermen or whatever. And so those guys died, and they're in the lower world, and they're training really hardcore, right? So they're trying to train with with this one character. And again, this is why I need to watch Dragon Ball, because I remember there's a part in Dragon Ball where Goku has to go to the underworld for some reason to get like some elixir or something, and that's where he meets Yuko Baba, or what is it, Eugene Baba, or not, it's something Baba, and it's like she's a witch that controls the underworld, and that's where Dabura came from or something, and Goku has to go there for some reason. I forgot why, but anyway, we could talk about that. I should just reread I should start collecting the manga, dude. I bet the manga is going to be so expensive now that he died. But yeah, I should really collect the DBZ manga. Just because, man. Like, I mean, Tokyo's full of book offs. I should just go there and buy the fucking series. I mean, luckily they got tons of them around, right? But yeah, I should get my own. I never really was into reading shonen manga because I'm like, the anime is so much better. But yeah, got to get all the manga now. But anyway, so Krillin, Gohan, and Bulma go to Namek, and they're gonna go there to meet the people and try to collect the Dragon Balls there so they can wish him back. But unfortunately, when Raditz died, or when Goku died or something, I forgot which part, but the Saiyans overheard the Earthlings talking about, like, oh, don't worry about Goku, we can revive him with the Dragon Balls. And they're like, oh, well, like, fucking Piccolo died, but we can get him back with the Dragon Balls. And then Vegeta's like, oh, shit, they have something where I can get these wishes, and then I can wish for, like, immortality, and I can fuck up Frieza. And Frieza's a piece of shit. And so, and we're like, who's Frieza? And so Vegeta's like, shit, I'm going to go to Namek, and I'm going to look for these Dragon Balls. And it's like, wait, so Vegeta healed, and now he's going to go to fucking Namek to get the Dragon Balls instead of the Earthlings so he can become like the most powerful in the universe. But unfortunately, Vegeta's fucking boss, Frieza, who's like ultimate Emperor Palpatine Nazi fucking space emperor, he hears about the Dragon Balls too, and he's like, oh, I want to go over there too and get me some Dragon Balls too. So it's like now you got two factions of bad guys coming to fuck with the good guys, and they're both on a planet that they don't know. And for some reason, the sky is green. I forgot why they made it green. I think it was like a technical issue, like where they were like, I forgot why. Like the water is green or the sky is green or something for some reason. And I forgot why. I think it's just because there's a lot of water. Like the people on the planet are, and then you find out there's a bunch of fucking Piccolos that live there, right? But they're all weak ass pacifistic bitches, you know. They don't want to fight, and they've got Super Kami Guru there, and anyway, yeah. So Gohan and Krillin go there, and they're trying to find the Dragon Balls, and Gohan makes friends with one of the younger dudes there named Dende, and they become friends, and then Gohan and Krillin meet this big fat guru called Super Kami, the big fat Namek called Super Kami Guru, and Nail, oh yeah, Nail, and they meet his bodyguard called Nail, and Nail's this guy who doesn't take any shit, right? And so, but anyway, Super Kami Guru is like he can touch your head and unlock power that you haven't unlocked yet. He basically gives you a power boost. Like he's like a Pokemon rare candy. He just gives you like 50 Pokemon rare candies at once. And yeah, I need an adult. I am an adult. And like Krillin, he's gonna touch you in ways that it brings out something in you that you didn't even know you had. I need an adult. I am an adult, Gohan. The fortune teller Baba, that's her name. She's Roshi's sister. Oh shit, she's Roshi's sister. I didn't know that. Fuck. So you should say you're a voice actor and get people's reactions. Oh god, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So they go to Namek, and then Vegeta's there, and Vegeta's like, what do you do? You know, he's like, hey, like, you're Goku's kid, you know, or you're Kakarot's kid. And he's like, what are you doing? What am I doing? Thwarting my plans? Thwarting your plans? You know, are you? And he's like, yeah. And so he punches Gohan, and basically, so Gohan and Krillin start slowly collecting the Dragon Balls, and Vegeta starts slowly collecting the Dragon Balls, and Frieza comes there, and Frieza's basically getting his squad of like soldiers and stuff called the Ginyu Squad to like start like collecting the Dragon Balls too. And the Ginyu Squad's this super gay fucking they're this group, but they're kind of like Team Rocket, you know, but unlike Team Team Rocket is highly confident, but at the same time highly incompetent. The Ginyu Squad, they're super gay, but they're highly competent and highly confident. So they're gay, but it's okay to be gay because they're super OP, you know? Nobody can fuck with them. They're the strongest in Frieza's squad, you know? And so these guys, like, they've got the psychic one, they've got the Australian one. I don't know if Australia's a power, but he's got that. They've got the super speed guy. They've got they've got the super strong pro wrestler dude, and then they've got the captain who can swap bodies with stronger people. So he, instead of getting powered up himself, he just steals other people's power by changing their bodies. And so and there's a whole song called Sanjo Ginyu Tokusentai, and I love that song. I always sing that if I'm singing Dragon Ball Z songs, and it's so great. It's like Ore no nawa Rikum. Oh wait, no, Ore no nawa what is it? God damn it, I'm trying to remember. Fucking Ore no nawa Ore sama wa Ginyu da Saikyo no power sa Omae no chikara subete no chikara o miseru ga ii. Boom 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 boom. And all of that, they're like senshi like I like the song is so stupid, and they're like our favorite dessert is chocolate parfait. Don't ever question it. And I'm like, what? Why is that part? Is that like a thing? You know, it's like, if you're going to be a super elite badass, you don't eat any fucking Skittles. It's all about chocolate parfaits. And I'm like, they have chocolate parfaits in space. You're giving me a lot of things to think about here. And yeah, but I love it. And like, so a lot of Japanese like nerds, if they really like Dragon Ball, they do the Tokusentai pose, you know, Tokusentai. And yeah, and like even Ginyu, he bends over for his pose. It was so funny. Okay, again, let me read the chat for a second. There's a girl at the coffee shop that printed me out her own Dende shirt because there weren't any for sale. That's awesome. I just Googled it on Namek. The grass is blue and the water is green, which flipped Earth from blue water to green glass. Oh, shit, really? That's the reason why? I guess Dragon Ball songs were more popular at karaoke than... Dude, I didn't know that. So they did that on purpose to, like, maybe differentiate it. So it's like, this isn't Earth, by the way. Okay, Dad, it was the 90s. It wasn't gay. It was manly. Very homoerotic. Well, no. I mean, it wasn't gay, but it's like, it's so gay that it's straight, you know? Like, it's just... Yeah, Space Australia, right? Yeah. Don't forget the muffin button. Yeah, muffin button. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, so the Ginyu Force basically kicks the shit out of everybody, and, then fucking, you know, Vegeta, like, what is it? They wish back, they get the Dragon Balls back, and they wish back Goku, and then they also wish back, Piccolo, and I forgot what else they do, but basically, they wish back... I forgot if they gather the Dragon Balls 2 times or 3 times, but Frieza thinks that he's going to be able to wish for immortality like Vegeta. And anyway, this is a big turning point in the series because you find out that Goku's not only super strong, but he has this thing in him that makes him even... It gives him a super power boost, but it's temporary. And it's called Super Saiyan. And he basically beefs up his muscles. He gets super fast. It's like... on Earth, he had a special skill called Kaioken that he learned when he died from King Kai, and it's basically a temporary power boost. And the thing is that he has a bunch of power, right? But when he uses King Kai's Kaioken, it makes the amount of power, like let's say he has this much power that he can use in this amount of time. If you use Kaioken like times 1, it shortens it. But it makes the power, like, you know, stronger, too. And so each time he does Kaioken times 2 or 3 or 4, it makes him super strong, but it makes the amount of energy, like, it gives him way more energy, but also makes the time he can use it really short. So if he doesn't use it efficiently, he's just going to pass out, and he'll die. So Super Saiyan is like that, but it lasts longer. And instead of like a 4 times boost or something, it's like a 15 or 10 times boost. I don't know the exact... If any of you guys know how much of a boost he gets, let me know in the comments. Because I remember King Kaioken goes up to like 4, I think. So it must have been more than 4. But anyway, in this part, Vegeta like says that, like, I thought Vegeta didn't know that Frieza killed his whole So like Frieza's a piece of shit. Frieza basically... Goku's kind of like Japanese Superman. He got sent to Earth not to be saved, but he got sent to Earth to take over Earth. So like Goku's from this group of aliens called Saiyans, and they basically are the mercenaries of space. They get hired by people to basically go to a planet, kill everybody so they don't need to terraform it, and that's their job. They just go there, kill everybody. They go fucking Wolverine, Super Saiyan, ape style. They kill everybody, and they basically get hired by Frieza. And so one day Frieza's like, oh shit, these guys can actually get strong. Oh fuck, they might actually be able to kill me one day. And so Frieza basically, like Goku's dad, in a movie later on, you find out Goku's dad found out about that, and he tries to tell everyone, but everyone's a stupid, jocked up, fucking stupid, brainless idiot, and they're like, whatever, dude, shut up. And he's like, no, Frieza's gonna kill everybody. And then Frieza's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone. And then he kills everybody, including Vegeta's dad and stuff too, who was the king of the planet. And so the only people that are alive are Raditz, Goku's brother, Goku, Vegeta, and Nappa, and then Goku's other brother, Turles, or Turtle, or whatever, but that's in a movie later, and movies aren't canon, so it doesn't count. But yeah, so there's only 4 people of that race still around, you know? Oh my god, we're already 2-hour mark. Okay, we're gonna keep going. But anyway, yeah, so you know, and so Vegeta's been talking on and on about how there's a Super Saiyan, which is going to be like the strongest Saiyan to ever live, and they come around every couple years or something, and they're pretty badass. And so anyway, fucking Vegeta is like, yeah, fuck you. Like, you know, Vegeta's like, hey, Krillin, we get stronger each time, like Saiyans get stronger each time they're about to die. Like right when they're on the brink of death, they're about to die. So he's like, Krillin, fuck me up. And like, I didn't know Krillin had this power, but Vegeta, if he's totally not guarded or whatever, he's like, okay, shoot me. And Krillin just full hand blasts Vegeta right in the chest and almost kills him, which is nuts, because I didn't think Krillin had that kind of power, because Krillin's just this human guy from fucking the first Dragon Ball series, and he eventually learns how to fly. He can do ki attacks, and yeah, but he almost kills Vegeta, and then Dende's gonna heal him so he becomes stronger. And Dende's like, you beat the shit out of me, and you killed my friends. Like, fuck you, I ain't healing you. And I forgot how. I think Vegeta eventually gets healed by Dende, and then Vegeta still punches him. He's like, you little shit, that's for taking too long. Anyway, Vegeta goes to fight Frieza. Frieza kills Vegeta. And then Goku shows up, and he's like, you're Frieza, I'm gonna deck you in the schnoz. And he's like, I'm sorry, I've never heard that one before. Oh yeah, I can do a Frieza. Frieza's pretty decent to do. And he's like, I'm Goku, and I'm insane from Earth. And then Vegeta's like, he means Saiyan. Anyway, Frieza kills Vegeta, and then Goku's fighting him, right? And then they wish for everybody that was killed by Frieza and his people to be revived. And I guess that means Piccolo and everybody else too. And then they all wish for them to be transported to Earth, because Goku's fighting Frieza so hard that the fucking planet Namek is about to explode. And anyway, Frieza has multiple transformations. Up until this point, I don't think we saw transformations in bad guys. So Frieza's the first one. He has like the normal midget style, like the basic one, and then he has like a beefed up transformation. Then he has a super beefed up transformation. Then he has the super not bulky but super powerful transformation, and then from there he has even a bulkier transformation. So he has like 4 different transformations that he goes through while fighting Goku. And anyway, in the middle of him fighting Goku, he's like, that's your friend, right? And Goku's like, yeah, he's my best friend. And he's like, I'm gonna kill him. And he's like, what? And then he brings Krillin up, and he stabs him a bunch of times with his horn. And then Krillin falls down, and Dende heals him. And then Frieza's like, oh shit, I didn't kill him. And then he brings him up into the air, and then he just explodes him. And then Goku's like, okay, that's enough. I'm triggered. I need my safe space. And he's like, there's no safe space. So he just goes, Ree! And he finally turns into a Super Saiyan, which means that he's got golden hair and blue eyes. I don't know. Take that symbolism for whatever you think. about being a strong something with blonde hair and blue eyes. I don't know where Akira Toriyama was going with that. But anyway, yeah, so he gets super strong and he eventually kills. He beats the shit out of Frieza. The planet's about to explode. Luckily, everyone's been transferred off the planet. And Frieza's been cut in half because he tried to cheap shot Goku, and Goku got out of the way, and Frieza basically Green Goblined himself and stabbed himself and cut himself in half. And Goku's like, look, I don't want to kill anybody. I'm not like that. And so he gives Frieza some power, and he's like, look, dude, that's enough for you to get out of here. Just get out, you're fine. And then Goku's leaving to get to a spaceship, and Frieza's like, fuck you, bitch, I'm taking you with me. And Goku's like, okay, fuck you. And then he shoots him, and he dies. And then Goku goes to a spaceship, and the whole planet blows up, and you don't see the spaceship leave, so you assume Goku died too. And they're like, it's okay, we can revive him with the Dragon Balls. I forgot, there might have been a rule. Somebody clarify this for me. Was there a rule that you can only bring somebody back to life one time with the Earth Dragon Balls? I forgot, because like the Namek Dragon Balls gave you 3 wishes, but the Dragon Balls on on Earth gave you 1 wish. But I don't know if you could revive the same person multiple times. But anyway, yeah, and that's the end of the Namek saga. Oh man, this is tiring. Fuck, Then they had the Cell saga, and then they had the Boo saga after that, and I don't know if I can get into it right now. Fuck, that's tiring. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. Guys, tell me, who's your favorite character from Dragon Ball, or character design? And I'll be right back. You want something from the fridge? Let me know. Let me go get some coffee. Coffee, why won't they let us be together? Oh God, coffee, why? Okay. Oh man. It's actually getting warm enough that I'm sweating. What the fuck? Okay, gotta turn that off. Future Trunks, he gets the heat tap. That's right. There's one time revival rule for the Earth Dragon Balls. Okay, yeah. Vegeta, when he sees them, he says, yeah, you better stay away from that one. Yep. Future Trunks, yeah, get me some heat tap. Yeah, I want a pink Badman button up. Anyway, yeah, so that's my summary of the Cell Saga. Let me move on to another topic because these are going to take too long, and I want to talk about other shit while it's still in my brain, okay? So let's talk about video games really quick, okay? So there was for the regular Nintendo, there was a Dragon Ball Z like RPG game or something, or Dragon Ball game. I never played that, but I remember there was like copies of the fan translation ROM on the internet. There was also like a couple Super Nintendo games where they fought each other. Probably a Sega Genesis game too, because this came out in the 90s, right? For PlayStation, I remember the names. There was DBZ Final Bout, DBGT, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, and then there was DBZ Ultimate 2022. Both of those sucked major ass. They sucked so bad, it's fucking lame. Yeah, the Ox King is the gay dad. He's totally a gay dad, dude. That's good. Yeah, so but then for PlayStation 2, they had the Budokai series. They had the Budokai Tenkaichi series, and I don't know if they had any other series. But yeah, and then for I only played the PlayStation 2 series. The games for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, I really didn't like them. I thought they took away a lot of the fighting dynamics and they made it more of like a level up your character thing versus like just having fun with different characters. There was a PSX Saturn game called Legends that was actually followed the entire